Skopje is the strangest capital city I've ever been to in Europe. It's only a short drive away from Pristina, less than an hour if you discount the border, but it could not be more different. The first thing I've got to mention are the statues. There are hundreds of them everywhere, and that is not an exaggeration whatsoever. If you're like me and your first thought was, why? Well, after the financial crash in 2008, the governors decided the best way to rejuvenate the city was to put statues of everything everywhere. And I'm sure that all that money was allocated properly and none of it went into anyone's back pocket at any point. The biggest and baddest of these is the Alexander the Great statue that's in the main square, but they refer to this as the Great Warrior instead of Alexander because of an ongoing dispute with Greece over whether he was Greek or Macedonian. Also, I'm no city planner, but you'd think that the 200 million euros they spent on this would have been better spent on, I don't know, lowering unemployment, something like that. Anyway, statues aside, Skopje is a really cool city. The old bazaar itself is really epic. You can get everything you could ever want here, from old CDs of Balkan hits, to flowers, to hoodies of the Albanian football team, and it's also the only place in the world you can buy a gear shift 5 meters away from a new tap. Later on, we wandered into what looked like a fancy building, and it turns out it was, because it's in fact the Macedonian Parliament. It was seemingly unguarded and the gate was unlocked, but eventually someone came over and told us we were fine to look around, just not in the area that he was looking after. We rounded off the day with my favourite activity, looking around an abandoned building, and this one has been painted entirely in graffiti and is now something of a tourist attraction. I think it would have been better in the day, but you can't win them all.